Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I have for you the rest of June love and relationship messages. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the last few days of June. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you are a cross watcher, feel free to reverse the placement of the roles here. I do highly recommend that you check your other signs for more information, just in case this do not resonate for you guys, okay? This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Spirit, what do they need to know for the last few days of June? Any messages, please, for my dear Aquarius? Alright, so last shuffle. Let's do a Celtic spread for this week, okay? I want to say thank you to all of you guys for your support. I wouldn't be here without you, so I thank you guys so much. Alright, so let's start. The heart of the matter this week, Aquarius, is the Daughter of Wands. You guys could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's some fear, but there's also some excitement. Ten of Pentacles is the opposing factor. The challenge here is to come together as a family, as a unit. It also means accepting each other for everything that has happened. I feel like something here has caused some blockages recently or in the past, but there's a desire to come together is what I see. The root or cause is the Devil energy. There could be a Capricorn involved in this situation, but I see that there's a tendency to do extremes, or someone has a tendency to do some extreme behaviors over here that could have caused some fear for the other person. Or there's a third party energy, like behavior patterns that are not good for you guys or the other person. Past energy is the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of mental fears. Someone here is also lacking the confidence to proceed because of those fears. Someone here is not also communicating those fears because they feel like no one could really understand. Eight of Swords is pretty much a self-imposed mental fear. So let's clarify that in a while. But let's see, what is the goal for this week for Aquarius? Mother of Cups. There could also be a water sign involved, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the goal for this week is to really know where you put your heart into, where you put your emotions into, who you attach your love to, right? There's some emotional maturity that needs to happen here. Also, a need to listen to your intuition for the decisions that you must do regarding the situation. Okay, and what's coming in the near future is Six of Pentacles. Proper give and take, a healthier dynamics in this connection. If someone refuses to put in effort, I feel like what's coming in the near future is that someone is going to try to work harder and become fair to the other person. Or work together equally, you know? Your energy this week, Aquarius, is the Sun card. Beautiful. You're feeling really happy. There's a lot of awareness about the situation too, and there's a sense of freedom from sadness, or maybe kept in the dark, if someone kept you in the dark here, because we see the Eight of Swords. That could have been your energy too. So now that you're free from the sadness, from maybe the unknown factors causing you some fears, now you're feeling more and more yourself. You're beginning to feel this passionate desire to do something really good, creative and powerful. You're manifesting abundance here. Could be spiritual abundance or material abundance, okay? So some external influences this week. Be very careful of some arguments going back and forth, or someone blaming you about something here. Could be also lack of proper communication, where someone has a tendency to lash out. What is your hopes and fears for this week, Aquarius? The Fool card. You do hope for a new beginning. You want to leave the situation behind and have some closure with that, or just find some resolution so you both can have a new chapter, turn a new leaf, right? Leave the situation behind and just focus on, you know, new energies. What is the final outcome for this situation, please? Final outcome is the Empress. Could be a Taurus that's coming in your way, or could also be a Libra. I'm picking up this energy that if you both decide on moving forward and sort out the situation, the relationship will definitely grow. There will be love, abundance, and that sense of maybe rebirth with the Empress card. But we're going to clarify this energies. Okay, let's take this card by card. So the heart of the matter is the Daughter of Wands. Like I mentioned, could be a younger fire sign that you are involved with at the moment, Aries. Or you're taking in the energy of the Daughter of Wands. I see that someone here is wanting to make some changes or wanting to pursue a new path, but they're afraid. There's just a lot of fears. Although this person just needs some time to warm up, is what I see. Yeah, Black Egg. Maybe this person fears about knowing the truth or speaking out about a truth. So they're thinking back and forth, whoever this is, if it's the right time to hear the truth or say the truth about a situation. Black Egg, it's like no confusion, no lies, no going around the bush. This is a very straightforward way of communicating to really release some confusion, right? Even white lie is not going to stand with Black Egg. This is really accepting the truth for what it is. So clarify the 10 of Pentacles here. Fox. So this could be involving work as well, right? I think that one of you is more or less wanting to become independent and busy themselves with their work and stability. Could also be the case because that is the Fox energy. But I see that this is your lover here, because the Fox is a very charming and really passionate lover, especially when they're faithful. So the thing about this is that the challenge maybe, or the opposing factors, is that one of you here is ready for commitment or taking things to the next level and building stability, while the other person is not yet maybe prepared to do so. So maybe one of you is trying to convince the other person or persuade the other person, and someone fears that they're not being understood, or that they don't know everything there is to know about the other person. So they fear trusting the other person about this, if that makes sense. Because the Fox can sometimes come across as a very sly fox. Like it's hard for other people to trust the energy of the Fox right away, but they're pretty faithful. The animal spirit of Fox is very faithful, to be honest, especially when they're on your side. Well, a lot of cards came out. Just give me a second, guys. Sorry for this. But I'm going to take those cards. And look at that. We have the snake. Wow, amazing. I feel like double energy, cheetah over here, and then the Mother of Cups. So the root or the cause of the matter is the snake. I feel like someone was not ready to be emotionally open over here, right? They could have perceived the situation as too extreme for them. So it's like this person maybe was not ready to be emotionally vulnerable. So they tend to resort into something extreme, right? Or they could have potentially did a lot of destructive tendency, and they may not have honored, you know, their heart in this matter, right? Someone refused to be emotionally open for an experience. All right, so we have the cheetah for the past energy here, and I feel like someone wants to move forward but is afraid of the other person's true intentions because they're moving in really fast. Is what I'm picking up here as well, Aquarius. Could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. So it's either you want something to manifest real fast, real quick because you feel trapped about the situation, or that you don't know how to move forward and get your way around the situation because someone was not really on your same pace, if you know what I mean, or not really maybe in the same page with you, right? So the goal for this week is the Swan card and Mother of Cups. I love this. Really a need to really introspect, have your thoughts and your heart be in the same alignment. There's a deep need to listen to your intuition here, to have some reflection time, see what areas of yourself you can improve and you can learn dealing with this person. There could be some feelings of sadness, but wanting to overcome those sadness, if you know what I mean. Also, the goal for this week is to not let too much of your emotions isolate you too much from people, but rather use those emotions to do something really creative and productive, like put it in a song, put it as a form of therapy, because too much isolation and keeping things to yourself, potentially you would just add more stress and anxiety to what you're already feeling here. Okay, so clarify the Six of Pentacles here, please. the gazelle. Definitely there's a need to pay attention to the needs of this relationship. There's also potentially a need to focus and observe the patterns that you both are doing here. What parts of this relationship are you not maybe being cautious about, because there's a double energy already happening here. What parts of this relationship, or who is not putting the effort in? But there's just really a need to sit down and observe and talk things over. Okay, how do we achieve a state of balance, a proper give and take, right? Someone also needs to recognize that the relationship is beautiful as it is, and that there's a need to protect the situation, protect the energy from potentially a devilish tendency or pattern or behavior, right? Clarify the Sun card here, please. So the Cobra, I love this. So you're beginning to understand, you're beginning to have some awareness about where you stand as well in this person's life. The Cobra is ready to listen. The Cobra is ready to learn something new. So I feel like this week you're taking this as a learning curve, right? You're very open to becoming happy too, pursuing something more passionate. But in regards to this situation, I feel like you're more or less concerned about how to talk to this person in a clear way to make them, you know, aware of what you're going through and what they're making you feel, because you badly want to manifest some form of movement and change here. It's like you're teaching this person too. You're teaching both each other how to overcome the struggles. Or maybe you're calling someone out for how they're treating you. Okay, it's like, pay attention, this is what we should do, this is what we're not doing to each other, stuff like that. Why is the Five of Swords here? Clarify the Five of Swords, please. The Oyster. Someone is choosing to close off emotionally. So some external influences is that one of you here is not telling the truth about what's causing the Five of Swords, right? The arguments. What is the really root of this whole argument? What is the point of this argument? Why are we blaming each other? Why are we taking it out on each other? Something like that. Or someone refuses to tell the root of what they're going through because they fear it might end up in a very bad argument. So maybe there's a proper way to communicate with this, that you both need to find that out. Definitely this Oyster will learn to share eventually of what they're carrying there, emotional and mental energies. But they're reluctant to share that for now because they are afraid that it will maybe create more drama or drift you both apart. Okay, so clarify the Fool card here, please. The Bat. So I'm sensing here that vibe that, yeah, an ending and a beginning. This is pretty much like the Death card, leaving a messy situation behind in order to really focus in on new energies, right? And being where universe wants you to be. So with the Fool card, this is about taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. Maybe one of you guys here is eventually gonna manifest some forward movement and decide that, well, I don't want to dwell with the situation anymore, and I just really want to keep going, and I want to try something new. I want to discover something new. Now is not the time for certainty, but now is the time to discover what else is out there, right? Also, from a state of darkness, maybe you both are coming together on some form of awareness and starting to become positive about the situation, right? And this will grow. The Empress card and the Crocodile. So whilst you wait for things to grow, be patient with the Crocodile. There's the energy of becoming a powerhouse. This relationship can have everything that it needs, or you can have everything that you need eventually, Aquarius. But pay attention to your needs at this point. Nurture yourself, comfort yourself, be a mother to your needs. Mother yourself, I mean, for everything that you're going through. There's a tendency to easily snap when things and people are giving you a hard time. So right now, you can really benefit from backing up or backing away from situations that are stressful, and learn to cater to your own needs. Eventually, things that you're working hard for will grow and expand. And this relationship also, if you're dealing with someone here who's a bit closed off, they're definitely going to come to terms with learning to maybe communicate with you in a better sense, okay? So that is your reading, my dear Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sending you all love and light, and I'll talk to you guys soon.